The mighty aircraft carriers of the United States, vessels of power. Aircraft carriers are among the most formidable vessels in modern naval warfare, serving as floating airbases that project power across the globe. The United States has a rich history of aircraft carriers, each playing a crucial role in military operations and international relations. In this video, we will explore 15 notable U.S. aircraft carriers, highlighting their specifications, fascinating facts, and the unique aspects that make them stand out. USS Langley, CV-1. Commissioned in 1922, the USS Langley was the first aircraft carrier in the U.S. Navy. It had a displacement of 14,500 tons and a flight deck length of 542 feet. Originally a collier ship, the Langley was converted to an aircraft carrier, marking the beginning of a new era in naval aviation. The USS Langley laid the groundwork for future carriers, demonstrating the potential of air power in naval operations. USS Yorktown, CV-5. Launched in 1936, the USS Yorktown had a displacement of 19,800 tons and a flight deck length of 888 feet. The Yorktown played a crucial role in the Battle of Midway, where it was sunk, but its legacy as a hero of the Pacific theater endures. The sacrifice of the USS Yorktown underscored the importance of aircraft carriers in modern warfare, proving that the loss of a ship could galvanize a nation's resolve. USS Enterprise, CV-6. Commissioned in 1938, the USS Enterprise had a displacement of 19,800 tons and was 824 feet long. The Enterprise is the most decorated ship in U.S. naval history, participating in more major actions during World War II than any other vessel. The USS Enterprise became a symbol of American resilience and tenacity, embodying the spirit of victory in the Pacific. USS Essex, CV-9. Launched in 1942, the USS Essex had a displacement of 27,100 tons and a flight deck length of 872 feet. The Essex class was the most successful class of aircraft carriers during World War II, with 24 ships built. The versatility of the USS Essex allowed it to support various missions, showcasing the adaptability of aircraft carriers to changing combat needs. USS Kitty Hawk, CV-63. Commissioned in 1961, the USS Kitty Hawk had a displacement of 60,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,047 feet. The Kitty Hawk was the last conventionally powered aircraft carrier in the U.S. Navy, serving for nearly 5 decades. The USS Kitty Hawk's long service life exemplified the enduring legacy of aircraft carriers in maintaining naval supremacy. USS Nimitz, CVN-68. Commissioned in 1975, the USS Nimitz has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. The Nimitz-class carriers are nuclear-powered, allowing them to operate for extended periods without refueling. The operational range and endurance of the USS Nimitz revolutionized naval warfare, enabling U.S. forces to project power globally without the limitations of traditional fuel. USS Ronald Reagan, CVN-76. Commissioned in 2003, the USS Ronald Reagan has a displacement of approximately 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. The Reagan is known for its advanced radar and defensive systems, making it one of the most technologically sophisticated carriers in the fleet. The USS Ronald Reagan represents the epitome of modern naval aviation, blending powerful air support with cutting-edge technology. USS George H.W. Bush, CVN-77. Commissioned in 2009, the USS George H.W. Bush has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. This carrier is named after the 41st President of the United States, signifying the close ties between military service and public leadership. The USS George H.W. Bush's name embodies the spirit of service, reflecting the importance of leadership and strategy in military operations. USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN-72. Commissioned in 1989, the USS Abraham Lincoln has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. The USS Lincoln was involved in numerous significant operations, including the Afghanistan War and the Iraq War, showcasing its versatility and readiness. The USS Abraham Lincoln's active role in modern conflicts underscores the ongoing relevance of aircraft carriers in contemporary military strategy. USS Carl Vinson, CVN-70. Commissioned in 1982, the USS Carl Vinson has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. The Carl Vinson was the first carrier to deploy with the F-35C Lightning II, marking a new era in naval aviation capabilities. The integration of advanced aircraft like the F-35C highlights the continuous evolution of aircraft carriers and their adaptability to new technologies. USS Midway, CV-41. Commissioned in 1945, the USS Midway had a displacement of 45,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,001 feet. After its decommissioning in 1992, the USS Midway became a museum ship in San Diego, allowing visitors to explore its rich history. The USS Midway serves as a testament to the legacy of naval aviation, inspiring future generations to appreciate the sacrifices made by those who served. USS Hornet, CV-12. Commissioned in 1943, the USS Hornet had a displacement of 27,100 tons and a flight deck length of 872 feet. The Hornet played a crucial role in the Doolittle raid, the first air raid on Japan, and later recovered astronauts from the Apollo 11 and Apollo 12 missions. The USS Hornet's dual legacy as a military vessel and a part of space history illustrates the diverse capabilities of aircraft carriers. USS Forrestal, CV-59. Commissioned in 1955, the USS Forrestal had a displacement of 59,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,067 feet. The Forrestal was the first supercarrier in the U.S. Navy, setting the standard for future aircraft carriers with its size and capabilities. The USS Forrestal's pioneering design paved the way for a new generation of carriers, reinforcing the importance of innovation in naval warfare. USS America, CV-66. Commissioned in 1965, the USS America had a displacement of 80,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,050 feet. The USS America was involved in numerous operations during its service, including the Vietnam War, showcasing the strategic importance of aircraft carriers in conflict zones. The USS America's active participation in various military operations underscores the versatility and adaptability of aircraft carriers in evolving combat scenarios. USS Theodore Roosevelt, CVN-71. Commissioned in 1986, the USS Theodore Roosevelt has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a flight deck length of 1,092 feet. The Theodore Roosevelt was involved in Operation Enduring Freedom, playing a significant role in the U.S. response to the September 11 attacks. The USS Theodore Roosevelt exemplifies the enduring commitment of the U.S. Navy to protect and serve, reinforcing the critical role of aircraft carriers in national security. The aircraft carriers of the United States represent the pinnacle of naval power and technological advancement. Each of these 15 vessels has contributed to the rich history of the U.S. Navy, showcasing the evolution of naval aviation and the strategic importance of aircraft carriers in warfare. From their early beginnings to their status as floating powerhouses, these carriers continue to play a vital role in maintaining global security and projecting American strength across the seas. As we look to the future, the legacy of these mighty ships will undoubtedly inspire the next generation of naval aviators and engineers.